Okay, I want to go over a couple of verses in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51. It has to do with the wall or walls of Babylon. Now, I can't help but think of the wall that Donald Trump is trying to build or is building and investing in. And I want to know, what do you think? Is there any connection between these verses and what's going on with this wall that President Trump is building? All right, I'm going to read the first verse before I move on to the others. All right, it's Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 44. It says that the nations shall not flow together anymore unto him, referring to Bel, one of these archons that is overseeing Babylon. It says that, the wall of Babylon shall fall. Babylon's wall will fail. The wall of Babylon will fall, yep. What it says. All right, so that's just one verse. All right, let's take a look at the next one. It's from, I believe, Jeremiah 51 and verse, bear with me here, verse 53. All right, let's take a look. All right, Jeremiah 51 and verse 53, it says that the lofty stronghold of Babylon, her fortified, lofty stronghold, will fall. All right. Though she fortified the height of her strength, basically it's not gonna prevail. Yep. Fortify her tall fortresses, still destroyers will come against her from me, declares the Almighty. Although Babylon's walls reach to the sky, the army I send will destroy that city. I, the Almighty, have spoken. So it's talking about building a strong fortress, even though it's so high up to the sky. Scripture says that this wall could come down. So it's basically talking about the same thing. Fortified stronghold that is high and reaches the sky. It's all going to be for naught. All right, let's take a look at another one. It's from Jeremiah. Okay, it's Jeremiah 51 and verse 58. Okay. It says, the broad walls of Babylon shall be utterly broken, and her high gates shall be burned with fire. The people shall labor in vain, and the folk in the fire, and they shall be weary. Basically, it's saying that Babylon's thick walls will be totally demolished, her high gates set ablaze. The peoples will labor in vain for nothing, and basically they're wearing themselves only to feed the fire. That's what it says here. I'm reading different versions of Jeremiah 51, 58, 51, 53, and what was the other one? 51, 44, I think. So it says Babylon's thick wall, like the one Donald Trump is building, right? The high walls around the border. They will be leveled, it says, her high gates set on fire. Peoples exhaust themselves for nothing. They labor only to fuel the fire, the flames. So the builders from many lands, it says, have worked in vain, for their work will be destroyed by fire. So basically, this is a nation of people from different lands, right? Many lands. So they're laboring in vain. They're working in vain because that wall will be destroyed by fire. So it seems probable, very likely. The thick walls of Babylon will be leveled to the ground. Her massive gates will be burned. So what do you think? I think so. I think if the nuclear missiles shoot or whatever happens, I think that wall will come down. Donald Trump says he's building it because he's tired of people going over, across the border, and only the people that aren't that great always get to the States. So he said he wants the best product from people across the border, and he's tired of getting low lives like people, the criminals and stuff like that, so on and so forth. And he's building it basically to keep him out, right? I think what's happening is he's doing them a favor by doing that, because if the missiles hit the U.S., then those high walls could house some of the nuclear radiation, the smoke, right, from getting over across the border. So I think he's looking at it from a selfish perspective in regards to his nation. I'm looking at it as a different perspective from Mexico's point of view, that it could benefit the people in some way, because that way the smoke doesn't get across. But it all depends. It all depends, really. I mean, even then, I don't think it's that safe to be across the border if there's a war. So it's not like you can hide. If you're in the Americas, it's not going to be so easy to get away from any destruction on that type of a massive scale, right? But yeah, I think it has to do with the wall that Donald Trump is building and investing so much time and money in. Like I said, he has his reasons for it. I'm looking at it from a different perspective. It's bad because if those walls go up, it's kind of like, in WWE, the Hell in a Cell. Those walls go up, ain't nobody getting in, ain't nobody getting out. That means that's it. Whoever's boxed in, you either survive whatever happens here or you don't, and you don't want to get caught inside the wall. So the Americans think that they're, keeping themselves safe from the invading armies. In reality, they're boxing themselves in, all right? So they're doing the immigrants a favor by building that wall. But there are some idiots that think that, they'll still try to climb the wall thinking that there's something great over here, when really, they don't know what times we're living in, because these aren't the times to be trying to make a living here in America as far as long-term plans go. But, hey, not everyone is enlightened. Not everyone is going to know what's going on until it's too late. But, yeah, those are my 2 cents on it. I just wanted to share something with you on this Sabbath. It's not a lesson or anything like that. It's just revelation, right? I'm sharing with you insight, information as to what I perceive these verses might be referring to as it pertains to the times we're living in now. Okay, because the Bible is basically like reading tomorrow in today's newspaper, all right? If you know how to decipher some of the verses throughout the compilation of this book known as the Bible. If you know what to look for, there's information there that is kind of, like I said, news stories that cover what's going on in the world, all right? And I think this is one of them, so I just wanted to share this bit with you, all right? So I hope you found it informative and enlightening. That's it. As always, nothing but love, continuing the faith, all glory and praise to the prime creator, I am, and those that are serving him. Yeah, tough times, but just hang in there, all right? Yeah, no matter what happens, remember, just have a seed of, that seed of faith, small, it's a mustard seed, and keep watering it, keep growing strong, yeah, that's it. Till next time. Peace.